that are related to health, and the remedies and the discussions that we do on this portal, they are of great benefit to the students also and to us as well. Thank you so much, ma'am.
My pleasure. So these students are from which faculty? I mean, from which specialty?
Ma'am, these are management students also. The students are there from engineering background also, and we have students from computers background as well, IT also.
Okay.
And likewise, faculty also, from management also, from engineering also, and IT background also.
So it's okay if we converse in English, then they will be able to understand. Or
Yes,
you want
ma'am.
to converse in Punjabi?
Not a problem, ma'am. Not a problem.
Fine.
Santosh, so shall we start now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, a very good morning to all the faculty members and students present today. Technology, today it is an inevitable part of our life, and we cannot imagine a day without our mobile phone, laptop, or internet, because it boosts connectivity with the outer world in every aspect of life. And internet undoubtedly is a source of great information, but also a place of great vulnerability. As the youth today, as the younger generation is growing more and more tech savvy and dependent on internet, it is also taking a toll on our health. To discuss the same, we have with us today Dr. Anuradha Bansal, Associate Professor, Punjab Institute of Medical Sciences, Jalandhar, who will be talking on the topic effect of internet use on youth health and remedial measures for the same. Dr. Bansal is a UK board certified pediatrician and neonatologist. Madam has around 20 publications in national and international journals. Ma'am is also author of chapters in neonatology textbooks. Dr. Bansal is also a trainer for NRP, ALS, BLS, and NEST programs. Ma'am, we are honored to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Pooja. So good morning. It's good morning. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. And I'm thankful to the Apeejay College for holding these webinars regularly, because they help us connect with the students, and we're able to share what we actually can't do when they come to our OPDs and our clinics. So these wellness talks are most welcome from your side. Friends, as ma'am has already said, internet is a boon for us. Especially in last 2 years, it has helped us. It has helped us to learn, to connect, to evolve. Many people have established their businesses on internet and they're earning through it. But at the same time, it has created certain problems, especially related to health and, more importantly, mental health. So just a quick question for all the students: how many hours do you use internet every day? I'm sure all of you are using it. There must not be anybody who is not using social media or internet. So how many hours do you spend on internet every day? Just be honest. 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours. You can type in the chat box.
Student, please write the answers in the chat box.
If you're 2 to 3 hours, good. That much is acceptable. Okay. So, starting with this thing only. So, I'm starting with the presentation now with the screen sharing. Yeah. So you all know this is the life we have been enjoying these days, and it has been very helpful to us in our day-to-day lives. But the problem arises when we use this device excessively and it becomes problematic internet use rather than a useful internet use. So as one student said, he uses internet for 2 to 3 hours. That is perfectly all right, because some of the times we are doing it for our work also. Like right now we are learning and we are connecting. So this is not problematic internet use. This is a useful internet use. We're using technology to our benefit. But sometimes what happens is we're just binge watching Netflix, we're binge watching some program, or just doing shopping unnecessarily on Amazon. So these are unhealthy internet uses which are harmful for us. And some people, I just read a post today only. A person said that my wife is on phone all the times. Even if she's grooming, she's watching a video. Even if she's cooking, she's watching a video. Even if she's feeding the kids, she's watching a video. Some women even forget to pick their kids from school because they were busy with the series on the internet. Similarly, some kids forget that their mom asked them to bring something from the market because they were busy shopping online or doing something. So that is problematic internet use, and we have to come out of that. So we have to use the internet. The internet should not be using us. That's the crux of what we will discuss today. So this is problematic internet use. This boy sitting here, you can see he's sitting in a dark room. There is nobody around him. He's just engrossed in what he's watching on the laptop. There are packets of food lying here. So he doesn't even know what he's eating, what is going inside his body. He has glasses because blue light from the screen is harming him. And he doesn't even realize that here he is not using the technology. Here he is just engrossed into it and he's just consuming the content without thinking. So excessive use of internet, which affects your health, your social life, your academics, and your day-to-day peace of mind, is problematic internet use, and we should not allow this to happen to our lives. So as you can see, this child looks overweight. So while sitting, we just keep on eating. There's no physical activity. So even in young age, we become overweight. This increases the risk of having diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cholesterol problems, even at a young age, when actually we should not be having all these problems. Then because there is blue light coming from the laptops and these devices, they lead to poor eyesight. And actually we are connecting with the world through social media, but because there are no actual friends, we're not connecting with them actually. So this leads to a kind of anxiety. And by using internet, we are just compromising on our own relationships. So socially, we become awkward because Sara Samay we are using this device. So we don't know how to interact with actual people. So we are just interacting online, hi, hello, just sending emojis, but we don't know how to interact with an actual person. And this leads to depression, and long-term use of internet leads to internet addiction. And most importantly, for you young generation, cyberbullying is an important problem. So actually, you can decide whether you have internet addiction or your internet usage is normal. So this is a questionnaire which you can check yourself whether your internet addiction usage is normal or not. So how do we go about it? Like, do you feel that you are always thinking about internet use? You watched one series, but your mind is on that series only, or you're just thinking about using the next, going for the next series on Netflix, or just doing online shopping, even if you're busy with your friends. Likewise, if only internet use gives you satisfaction, otherwise you're always feeling restless, moody, depressed, irritable, then it means your mind is getting addicted to this device. Do you yourself feel that you should try to cut down your internet usage? If you yourself are feeling it, that means there is some issue. Does it happen that you started watching an episode of a series, but you just kept on watching multiple episodes in one go, although you didn't want to do that? Has there been any problem with your career, your education, or your relationships because of the use of internet? Many times people have had breakups. They have failed in their exams because they were busy watching a series or a movie or something on the internet. Do you lie to your family members or your friends just because you were watching something on internet and you don't want to reveal it? And do you think that using internet gives you an escape from feeling of guilt, anxiety, or sadness? Then if answer to some of these questions is yes, then it means you need to seek help and you need to cut down on your internet usage. You can save a screenshot of this slide if you want to check it later on. I can just hang on to this for a little longer. Okay, so what's the solution? Man invented the technology. It's not the vice versa. So use the technology. Don't let it use you. So when technology will use you, it will be harmful. When you use the technology, you can rise to any heights by using the opportunities available. Have a routine for yourself, set up your goals and be focused on them. If you know that you have your exams or you have a project coming up, finish that project first, set up some time for your entertainment and for 6 to 8 hours of sleep, 1 hour of physical activity and some screen-free social interaction with your friends and family, be it your sibling, your cousin, your friend, your parents. There should be some time when you're not on phone, but you're actually talking to people. Thereafter, you can definitely set some time, half hour, 1 hour a day for your social media or for your Netflix series or Amazon Prime series, whatever you want to watch. But these things should not be compromised. Whatever you want to do in your life, your sleep, your physical activity, and your social life, actual social life, not the virtual social life. These things should not be compromised. Thereafter, allot some time for your entertainment or your screen time enjoyment also. So to maintain your physical health, eat a balanced diet, seasonal fruits, vegetables, curd, and usual home-made food. Most importantly, don't eat your meals in front of screen, because when we are sitting in front of a laptop or a TV or a desktop, we eat mindlessly. We just keep on feeling hungry and we just keep on eating and we don't even realize that we have stuffed ourselves. So never eat in front of screen. Try to eat with your family at the dining table, or if you're in a hostel, with your friends in the mess instead of your room, because then you will interact with people and you will eat mindfully. Ensure 1 hour of physical activity daily. Go for a walk, a jog, swimming, badminton, tennis, whatever you love, or even yoga. But set aside 1 hour every day. And when you're sitting online, after every hour, at least walk for 5 minutes, because prolonged sitting is equivalent to smoking. So every 1 hour, take a walk for 5 minutes, then start your next session or your class. To protect your eyes, there's a simple 20-20-20 rule. After every 20 minutes of screen use, pause for 20 seconds, blink your eyes 20 times, and then resume the session. This way, you will not have dry eyes and your eyesight will be maintained. You can also install pause software on your phones or on your laptops that will keep on reminding you every 20 minutes. So you can use the software also to keep your eyes healthy. Then main problem with these screens is blue light. So you can install blue light filters. There are apps available online. They are free of cost. You can just install a blue light filter on your phone, laptop, desktop, iPad, everything. And also keep the night mode on the screens. It's very simple. Just go to the settings, click on display. It will show night light. So change the timings of night light from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. or whatever is your usage time. This will reduce the brightness of screen and there will be less harmful effect of the screen on your eyes. Whenever you have to work, prefer a laptop or a desktop over phone, because the screen is larger, the interface is bigger, so there will be less harm to your eyes. And always go for 6 monthly eye checks so that you know whether your chashme number is okay or you need some changes, and if you are having any dry eyes or squint because of the screen usage. Because once we check it, we know that something is happening, then we try to control ourselves. So it's better to go for a check. Most important thing is to protect yourself from cyberbullying. It can happen to anybody, not only to teenagers, but to us also. You must always remember, whatever we post or comment online, it leaves a permanent electronic footprint. It's not that कि मैंने अपने device से delete कर दिया तो वो comment चला गया. There have been instances where people lost their jobs, they lost their promotions, they couldn't make it to bigger posts because their competitors found something against them online, and they didn't get the raise they wanted. Again, sexting and cyberbullying is punishable by law. Never ever reveal any personal information on internet. There are predators who use pictures or videos posted by youth for their benefits. Never click the save password icon, even on your own laptop, because if you somehow lose it, your password is saved there. This information can be used by anybody. And if you feel that you have received some hurtful comment on internet, don't reply to it. Report it to some trustworthy adult. Report it to that website, and you can always report it to cyber police. So friends, we have to be responsible digital citizens of this country. We can't avoid media from our lives. We can't take out internet from our lives, because it's going to help us rise in our lives, and we can't say that, okay, I will not use internet from today on. Then we can't survive in this world. So we have to use our digital devices for our educational, recreational purposes, but we have to allocate sufficient time for our studies, physical activity, sleep, and social interaction with friends and family. Because that comes first, humanity comes first, technology comes later. So human connection is very important. Try to keep your bedroom free from electronic devices, and at least 1 hour before sleep, avoid using the media. This way you'll have a sound sleep, you'll wake up fresh, and you'll be able to work better. Protect your online personal information, log out after every use, and don't share passwords. Don't chat with strangers online, preferably. But for your age, I can't say much. And always think of digital footprint before you share anything online. Don't post any hurtful message online or offline. It can be used against you at any stage in your life. You must have forgotten by that time that you did something like this, and you won't even know that it's being used against you. If you have received any uncomfortable or hurtful message, confide in your teachers or some trustworthy adult or your parents or some senior even, and report that incident to the cyber police. They will help you for sure. So friends, this is all I have to say about the effect of internet on your physical as well as mental health and how to be a responsible digital citizen of this country. Thank you so much. Any questions are most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a very crisp and very valuable session on this topic. Students, if you have any questions, you can please ask.
Dr. Anuradha Bansal, thank you so
ma'am.
much for wonderful information
Thank
on
you.
effect of internet usage on youth health. This is actually, it is happening. We are taking online classes too. In addition, so much social media is available and students are using at large scale. Means sometimes some students are even going for games also, online games. And so many side effects are coming, whether it is a monetary or it is a health. Both are very bad for the society. Thank you for such a wonderful information. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Students, please come up with your queries. Dr. Pooja, is someone asking any question?
I cannot see any question in the chat box. Students, if you have any questions, you can please ask. Related to internet, actually, I think they are so fond of using internet, they don't want to ask any question. They don't have any queries regarding this.
They can still use it, but they have to give some time to other things in life also, because their life is also important.
Very true, because today, you know, our life is completely revolving around internet technology. And for the last 2 years, we have constantly been, you know, we've got addicted to technology, actually. We just cannot think of our life without it. So this is what actually is happening. And even still today also, if we see, we are not just, you know, we've not been able to rely completely on the other sources also.
We can't, because ultimately many times this COVID outbreaks come up, so we have to again go to this Zoom world. But the thing is, it has to be restricted somewhere. It should not be like one Zoom session, then a movie, and we're not walking or getting up from the chair since morning to evening. Then it becomes a problem. Otherwise, we can't survive without it. We have to ultimately rely on it.
Welcome to my vlog.
So, ma'am, I don't think so. Students have any question. Faculty, if you have any questions, please, you may ask.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Bansal.
Good morning, ma'am.
This is Shikha from School of Engineering. So I guess internet usage is increasing day by day.
Yes.
But according to me, I guess human interactions are beneficial.
Definitely. That's
And
must.
if
That's a
talk
must.
to others, each other, we should ask each other's well-being also.
Yes.
We should interact with the family members more rather than asking on the mobile phones
Definitely.
to the relatives and all that. Yes.
Definitely.
So I guess so human interactions are very important. So we should follow that more in our life. Yeah.
Like we used to read in our childhood, ना, man is a social animal. मनुष्य एक सामाजिक प्राणी है. तो जब तक वो समाज के साथ interact नहीं करेगा, तब तक he can't survive.
Right.
That is why people have thousands of friends on Facebook and they have thousands of followers on Instagram, but they slip into depression and anxiety because they're just interacting with a screen. And that's ultimately that is superficial. We can't have that human touch to it. So many people had these mental health issues when the pandemic was there, because they were living alone and there were no friends to chat with, so they were having problems. So many neighbors formed societies and they formed groups so that people can have a morning interaction with each other just for the sake of sound mental health. So for humans to survive, human touch is very important. There are many futurists right now who are talking about different types of technology, but at the same time they say without humanity, without a human touch, technology cannot do anything. Human touch has to be there. And that is what our new generation wants to should know, that there should be some screen-free interaction with humans. If it's your family members, too good. If you're in a hostel, your friends, but it has to be there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
True, ma'am.
During COVID conditions, school students are maximum affected because they could
Yes,
not
ma'am.
able to interact with anybody. And
Right,
similarly, college students,
definitely.
they are now bound to the room itself.
Yeah.
Student, please come up with your queries.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. I'm Kanika Chopra from the Department of Management. First of all, I'd like to thank you for this 20-20-20 rule that you have given. I think, we are forced somehow to use technology, to use the internet, despite the fact that we don't really want to use it. So I'd like to propose to all the teachers here that this rule is actually it would be beneficial for all of us and for the students as well. And attending their classes online, we should, after every 20 minutes, we should give them a break of 20 seconds and ask them to blink their eyes 20 times so that at least they can give some sort of rest to their eyes. So I think as teachers, sometimes some seconds off from the screen to maybe just get started with this taking break from the screen.
Yeah, that's a very good suggestion that can be done.
Otherwise, I'm very useful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kanika ma'am.
Even in schools, they have started doing this now. They make the kids do a bit of stretching in between the sessions. So the children also get to move in between the classes. They are getting 10 minutes break in between every class. So my sons were like attending online classes. So they make them stand up and stretch a bit in the morning. So that way, small changes can be done so that the health of the students is also maintained.
Yeah, it's the mental health and the physical well-being also. So we should be, going by this rule. Thank you, Kanika ma'am. Well, I think, ma'am, we can end this session now because I cannot see any queries from the students.
Right.
And thank you so much, Dr. Bansal. Thank you, Mr. Sheetal, for coordinating for this session. And every time, as I said earlier also, and thank you for giving us an insight, on to the pros and cons of using technology. And thank you so much. And ma'am, we look forward to having more such sessions with you in the times to come.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.